Alright. I'm going to go ahead and heal up. Now you may have noticed, with the stairs, I always come at it from the same direction, from under. And the reason is related to what I mentioned earlier. When you start on a floor, all enemies are facing downward. Now you might think, well, that doesn't make any sense because you're never touching an enemy once you go down the stairs. Well, that's not always true. In rare instances, if you drop down into a treasure room, that treasure room might be so jam-packed with enemies that you are touching enemy sprites. And there have been a few wild instances. Oh, that'll be nice. There have been some wild instances where I've gone into a treasure room like that with enemies facing downward, and if I pop up right here facing downward or to the side, then they have a chance of a surprise attack. But at least if I'm going on the stairs from under, I appear on the next floor facing the same direction. So even if I immediately engage the enemy, at least they can't get the surprise attack on me. And it's so rare that it's probably not even worth bothering with. I just don't ever want it to end my run. And some of the worst ones I've dropped into were, one time it was a group of dark summoners. And if you've ever fought dark summoners, you know that they each have 2 turns. Well, it was a full party of 4, so they got in 8 turns. And to make matters worse, they're so agile that in the next round, they also got to go first. So before I got to do anything, they had got 16 turns in on me. And I actually didn't die that time. I was lucky. I had an uncursed dark mirror that provided me dark protection against most of their attacks. And their spells aren't particularly effective anyway. Now, one time that I died, I dropped down into a treasure room and I got surprise attacked by 3 gold gorms. And all 3 performed Golden Mist. And by the end of the 3rd Golden Mist, my entire team was toast. And then yet another time, I was surprise attacked by dragon sprites. And each sprite, let me start that over. It was actually 2 dragon sprites that were overlapping each other and facing downward. So it was essentially 4 black dragons that got the drop on me. I think I somehow managed to survive that one too. But I had never thought of that before it happened. That dragon sprites could overlap like that in a treasure room. Now there was another example. I wanted to defeat the cancers first because they drop the cancer rock and I have no rocks yet. And those drill shells, they just drop some goofy thing like a sleep ball. Pugs are an example of where some people like to harvest to get their experience up. But once you've played the AC for any length of time, you don't bother. It's just not worth it. It's too boring. You see, Salon's, I should have pointed this out earlier, but up until about now, Salon was not getting very good boosts in agility. And remember I said in the about in the 30s is where she starts to get her boosts. And I think she started a little early here just because we got such good luck with those cores. This is where we start getting to where we can get some decent rocks and jewels dropped. These hounds could drop flame jewels. Like I said, the cancers could drop cancer rock. I'm also keeping an eye out for evil fish, because that's the only way I'm going to get a charm fruit. And I really want, there's one, I really want a charm fruit if I'm going to be able to master level Blaze. Uh-oh. Evil fish aren't particularly fast, but they're definitely faster than Guy and Dakar, and they might even be faster than Salon here. So I need to make sure I take out at least one there. We'll see how this turns out. Well, it looks like Salon's faster than Maxim already. See, and they do those attack alls. There goes Salon. I'm going to go ahead and just take him out, and Salon will just have to miss out on the experience. I don't have very many ways of raising my characters. I've only got 1 regain and 2 miracles. I'll go ahead and burn the regain. That was an example of where Salon really should have been in the back row. She was going to cast Fireball no matter what. And when you cast a spell, it does the same damage whether you're in the front row or the back row. So there's no reason for her to be in the front. Okay. Lions are dangerous, especially if they get the drop on you. And, of course, we would really like to do is get the surprise attack. So I'm going to try and get him to go sideways here, so at least I have a chance at a surprise attack. And let's go ahead and move Salon like I said I was going to. And we got it. That was smart. Here's another example of where we can get an excellent drop. Lion Fang is what these guys drop on occasion. No luck there. Still looking for evil fish. Ooh, another treasure room. I'm going to go ahead and do what I did last time just to get these guys out of my way. Hopefully we've got a blue chest in here. That would be really helpful. No charm fruit. Sometimes that's the best way your capsule monster can help you, and that's just as a meat shield, helping you to not get hit. And after this battle, I'm going to go ahead and end this clip. We'll see what the treasure room brings next.